Okay, here I have another duel for you to replay, and I'm dueling against DevBot because there was no one to duel at the time, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna duel DevBot, and I'm just like, I'm bored, so I have this really sacky hand. This deck is so sacky. I call it Ordeal of a Sacky Box. If you've seen any of my previous videos of this deck, you know it's pretty sacky. And here we go. I abuse Bottomless. That's why I call this save file Ban Bottomless, because I abuse it so hard. It's just like this deck abuses it so easily. It's moving slowly for some reason. Okay. For me, it's moving slowly. It may not be like this normally. It may not be like this in the video. But, yeah, it's moving slowly. You see, this is where I add Bottomless with Mirmaleo. Mirmaleo, or however you say his name. And now, it's just like, screw you, man. That hammer shot was like, come on. And I abuse Solemn Wishes really hard, so you'll be seeing that plus 500 commonly in this duel. See, this Good Goblin Housekeeping is such a good card. It allows you to just cycle through your cards, it gets rid of dead draws. I really like it. And this Diane. This card right here, Diania, is really good. I abuse her with Lavalval Chain. Lavalval Chain puts Diana back on top of my deck. Puts one on top of my deck, I should say. And then I just attack for 1800. So yeah. Now this is where it's just guy comes back a little bit. Not really, but does a little. That Cyber Dragon is able to kill my Lavalval Chain, so I can abuse it even harder. But I have a set Xyz Reborn and a set Compulsory Evacuation Device. So those are going to come in clutch later. I use all of my cards. He doesn't really destroy any of them. He doesn't stop anything. And this 101 comes in and steals his card. And then I do 2100 damage. Because I just cleared his board. Because DevBot sucks. So he does draw that D prison. And now he doesn't get me with the D prison right away. Because I card D and then I draw 2 cards. And then there's... This recycle is also abused pretty damn hard in this duel. I abuse, like, all of the cards I have, besides this. This Silent Honor Arc was the only card that I didn't abuse. This Gold Sark got my Good Goblin Housekeeping, which would give me an extra draw, so that's gonna come in handy. And then I just put a Diana back onto my deck, so I can draw it again. Banishes it. He has another one, so he'll banish me again, which I was like, aw. But it was fine. And then he draws this card. He can't do anything because he has nothing to summon. And this is where I start to abuse Bottomless. Okay, now Bottomless is put on the bottom of my deck. You may think, yeah, bottom of the deck. But Mirmaleo adds it to my hand, so I just added a free card back to my hand for the cost of plus 200 life points. Yeah, pretty overpowered, right? Thought so. Okay, so he summons his Luster Dragon. I banish him. Screw that Luster Dragon. That Luster Dragon can just go freaking get banished. And now I do it again. And you'll wonder how. You know, Miro. I use Compulsory, and now I can summon him again and get Bottomless back into my hand. And this card trader makes it so like, oh, you want 1,000 life points? Sure, you can have 1,000 life points. I could have just gamed him there, but I decided I want to abuse Bottomless even harder. And then this Alexandrite Dragon is just like, no, I'm gonna Bottomless you, and I just wanted the extra 500 life points. So, there was that. And I also wanted to go plus, so it's like, I'll go plus. And then I decide to use Card Trader to get this extra draw, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna game the guy. So, I do that. I put all of my freaking spell and traps back into, all the ones that I want back into my deck. And it's like, screw you, man. I did pay a lot of life points, but I already had too many to spare. And I tried to go sack him and make him discard a card, but I drew a 5. I rolled a 5, so it's just like, no, I'm just gonna game him now. So yeah, that was pretty overpowered. That's why you should ban Konami. Listen here, ban Bottomless Trap Hole, because it can be abused so easily with Myrmillow and Recycle. All you need to do is be able to add Myrmillow back to your hand, then you can keep adding Bottomless back to your hand, and then your opponent can't summon anything because you always have Bottomless Trap Hole in your back row because it keeps getting added back. And it doesn't matter what you banish because you're just going to add it back. And at 1, okay, yeah, you can't abuse it as hard, but still, I just banished 3 cards with 1. That's pretty overpowered. And just banish Bottomless. It is way too, it's too strong to keep. It's way too strong. Okay, signing out.